VOEs, doing VOEs, verification of employment, it's a little more than what most people think. So one of the things that we're looking at is a verification where we want to look at your past history and we want to verify that you're still employed today. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things. I'm going to jump over to self-employed people right away. So a self-employed person, we're going to look at the last 2 years tax returns, maybe in some instances 3 years tax returns, because we want to get an average, because that average, that 24-month average, is going to be how we project your income for the next 3 years, based on past history if you're self-employed. So one of the things that self-employed people need to do also, they may be required to have to do a P&L statement for the current year if taxes haven't been filed, or year-end statement if they get an extension on their taxes. So expect that as part of a verification of employment for self-employed, and also any licensing that you have, that all your licensing is still active and good, that you're part of the division of corporations in the state that you have, that your company's filed and registered there. So that's a way of verifying that employment. For standard employees, this is really simple for those that work for large corporations, and they've been there for over 2 years. Verification of employment is a one-step process. It can be really easy. Some companies that have third-party verification, that can be a real pain in the backside, because sometimes we have to have you get your PIN numbers, logging on and doing all this stuff and helping us get that contact information in that sheet into there. Okay. One of the things that is going to be asked on the verification of employment is your previous 2 years income. So like right now it's 2018, so we'd be looking at 2016, 2017, and present year. They'll look at year to date. They'll look at base pay. They'll look at overtime, okay, shift differentials, bonuses. All those will be in the verification of employment. Your employer or a third-party vendor who's working for your employer or the CPA has to break down all these in every year, okay? And they must add up and match your W-2. I can't tell you how many times we send these out and your employer lumps all these together in your base pay, and they hurry up and do it real fast, and then the numbers don't match your W-2. They throw in an extra thing, or they shorted you and it doesn't match. So that happens often, and especially if it took them 3 to 5 days to get it for us. Now we get it, we look at it, we match it with the W-2, it's wrong, we got to send it back to them, they start getting upset with us, okay, and we're saying, why do you need to do this? This is what they get paid, just use their W-2. No, we still need that because the government requires us to do that, okay? It's part of the ability to repay, okay? Verification of employment. So I just want to tell you what to expect. And now, what's really difficult is if someone had 5 jobs, okay? 5, 6 jobs, that happens often. Sometimes if people want to improve themselves, they pick up part-time employment. We have to go back those last 2 years and do all this with every employer. And so if you quit a job, leave the employment nicely. We need their help to get you into a house. Don't leave or get the bookkeeper or the accountant for that company that you work for all upset because now I got to ask them a favor to help us out. We actually had an employee who made their former employer so upset they refused to fill one of these out. I had to go down there and beg them to fill it out so that person can get a loan. So it was really tough, and it delayed a lot. We asked the realtors to help us out. We had to smooth over. I had to buy candy and chocolates for the woman in the accounting department because that employee really upset that woman and said bad things to her. She gave me the whole story, and I had to buy her chocolates and flowers, the whole bit, just to get her fill out the verification of employment. So don't make your loan originator do that. We'll always leave on good terms, but expect this to happen on everything.